My name is Becky Singleton. I'm a single mom of two fantastic daughters who are super talented. An entrepreneur, a health and fitness coach, and I walk my own talk by working out every day. Motivational speaking, Reiki practitioner healer are some of the things I love to do. I've survived cancer. I'm also an agent of change at the highest level. But what I enjoy the most is cooking for the ones that I love. So join me in leveling up and being more happy, healthy, and fit. Hi everybody, I'm Becky Singleton and I'm here today with my daughter Sheleah Monea.
What's up?
And you're joining us on Happy, Healthy, and Fit. I first want to start off and thank all the healthcare providers in a hospital setting that are helping all those COVID-19 patients. Thank you. Thank you for all that you're doing.
Yes.
I really, my heart goes out to you every day. Thank you. In my earlier career, I worked in healthcare supporting surgeons and nurses in a hospital setting, along with others personnel in a hospital. So I have my little personnel hospital person here, and I'm saying thank you. Thank you for all that you do. What we can do to help these workers is to make sure we continue social distancing, making sure that we are washing our hands, and making sure that we are wearing our masks in public. Please do that. It does lower the risk of us contracting it and or giving out to others. We can save lives by just those 3 precautions. So I thank you. I thank you, healthcare workers. Thank you for all that you've been doing. We support you. We've got your back. And now we're going to start our Happy, Healthy, and Fit. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Happy, Healthy, and Fit. I'm here today with my daughter, Sheleah Monea.
What's up, y'all?
And we're going to talk a little bit about what our life's purpose is.
Deep subject.
It is a deep subject. And what I like about what we're about to talk about, we can share our own personal experiences, which I think is really important because I've known since I was about 14 years old what my purpose was in life. And Sheleah.
I think I've known since before I even had thoughts.
What she means by that is when she was a baby and she was not talking yet, she was singing, and that was her purpose. At the time, we just got a big laugh out of it. She would listen to the radio and words would come out, but she didn't know how to talk. So that's what became very interesting to me. And as she developed her singing skills, I recognized early on that she was not a child who had to be, quote, directed in a direction other than music. So
that's the only thing I'm good at, yeah. The only thing.
That's her purpose. That's her purpose.
Don't ask me to do anything else.
Well, what that included, and I want her to talk a little bit about that. Music lessons, piano, performance opportunities, performing groups that she participated in as a young girl. Mm-hmm. So tell us a little bit, Sheleah, about what you thought and when did you realize your purpose was singing?
To be honest, I've never not had that thought in my head that I wasn't supposed to be a famous singer. Anytime anybody asked me, at least from the age of 5, once you start going to school,
what do you want to be?
What do you want to be? I'm going to be a singer. I used to say this is what I used to say. I'm going to be a singer like my dad and an aerobics teacher like my mom.
So one out of the deal.
Yeah, right? Definitely. Aerobics, definitely not my forte. I do enjoy a good workout session. However, I'll stick to the singing. Yeah. Thank you.
So sometimes what I've noticed as a parent is that once I identified the fact that that was a talent, I didn't push my dream of what I wanted for her onto her. So for example, a lot of us will say, oh, we want our children to be a doctor. We want our children to be a lawyer.
We want our children to be supermodels and look perfect all the time. No,
we have to make sure that the things that we provide as parents are nurturing to our children as they're developing their purpose.
Exactly.
So what I love about Sheleah and her music that she writes, she's a writer. She writes music that heals. even music that when I listen to her music, I literally, not because I'm her mom.
Can I actually tell you a story? Haven't told you this.
Oh, listen.
So she's been telling me these last few months that we've been quarantined that she finds that my music is healing. She feels that my voice heals people. And actually just about maybe not even a week ago, a musician friend of mine reached out to me on Instagram, and he said how, you know, your voice just is healing.
So
Your
sweet.
voice is healing, and you're one of my favorite singers. And I've also had other people tell me, especially during these tough times when I started posting some of my singing videos again, how it was bringing, you know, joy and happiness in people's life again, and just putting a smile on their face. So it lets me know, like, okay, I'm not crazy. I can continue to do what I'm trying to do, what I feel like I was put on this earth to do, and that was to share stories, whether they're my stories or other people's stories, but through the gift of song, you know, through melodies and harmonies. And it definitely touched my heart.
Well, it's true. And we all go through things. And you know, human. Oh my God.
You are? No. I thought you were Wonder Woman.
No, that's
You
it.
are,
But I find that when I listen to her music, especially in moments where I am working through things or coming out of a relationship, some of the songs that she has really kind of reminded me, like, okay, everything's gonna be okay. And I find that with other people's music too, but we're talking about her purpose. So it's really important that you identify for yourself, which Sheleah has been kind of reinforced in her, that yes, I'm in my path. I'm going down a road where I need to go, because it's not just for her, she's helping others. And so a lot of things that we do when it comes to our purpose are not always about us. Our purpose is to help others.
Right.
In my very first video on learning how to be happy, I talked about raising the vibration. When you do your purpose, what you should be doing, it often is about helping other people.
Right.
It is not necessarily how much money I can put in my bank account. There's a saying that says, do what you love and you'll always be happy. And you'll make money if that's what you're supposed to do. I think we get caught into a rat race, and I think this quarantine has really helped a lot of people recognize what we can and cannot live without. We all need money to survive and have nice living situations. But ultimately, what our purpose is really to uplift many people, lots of people, as many people as we can. So there is a purpose around our gifts. So her gift of music has lifted other people's souls. So I really want, you have anything else you want to share about your purpose?
Well, I believe that if there is something that is in you, I know that there are a lot of people who go through life growing up not knowing what they're gonna want to do. I think it's almost, what's the word that I'm looking for? I feel as if kids are almost pressured to have it figured out when they're little, to know exactly what they're gonna do. And it's rare. I feel like I'm a rare breed. Like, I always knew what I was gonna do, and I always knew that I was a great singer, even when I wasn't a great singer. In my head, I heard the voice that I have now back then. However, not every kid knows exactly what they want to do, or maybe they're not in an environment that is able to nurture what they might possibly be good at, or they might have parents who are overworked and not able to see that, you know. So a lot of people kind of go through feeling like they have to pick this profession, and sometimes it gets, you know, it can get a little overwhelming once it gets time to pick a college and go forward in life. And that's why I feel like there's so many lost people out there, because, you know, there was this pressure of like trying to already figure it out so young, instead of just like kind of just seeing what happens organically. And I think like with me, the only reason why I've never given up, even though there are times I've come close, I can't, because it's just inside of me. I've literally been singing my entire life. I've been making up music, my own words, my own songs. The earliest recordings of it is when I was 6 years old. And it's just something that I can't picture living a life without making music. You know, I can't picture a life without it. I just would love for it to sustain my family and to sustain a life. But I genuinely enjoy making music.
And I want to piggyback on something I just heard her say, is that she felt it inside. So another one of my videos, I had talked about Me, My Source, and I, that is your internal signal, signaling her that this is what you need to be doing. That's another way you can identify whether I should be doing this one thing that makes me happy and I can help others. That's a good way and a good kind of a reinforcement, an acknowledgement that you are down the path that you should be going in. So I do appreciate the fact that she has a knowledge and feeling around what her purpose is, so she can continue to do that. And I think at the end of the day, if you know that you have something and you love to do that and it helps others, I encourage you to set forth on that path. And I really appreciate you being here today. We're going to have a two-part series here. I'm going to talk next about my purpose.
Yes.
But I really want you to know that it's important for you to see what it is you're supposed to do, because everybody has a purpose. Everybody. So thank you for joining us today, and we want you to be happy, healthy, and fit. And I'm Becky Singleton.
I'm Sheleah Monea.
And we're just like you.